If you enjoy people remembering your decisions you made a couple of hours ago but you can't recall how you found this video, then the latest entry of the Dark Pictures anthology will not only test your memory, but give you some jump scares while you're at it. What is a Dark Pictures? Well, basically it's a horror AAA version of a Telltale game which act out and play like interactive horror movies. If you've played Until Dawn or well any Telltale game in the past, then the gameplay will be incredibly familiar, but the Dark Pictures changes things up. The great thing about these titles is they can be played solo or co-op on the couch with mates, which would make a great party night. Dark Pictures Little Hope is the second game to release in the Dark Pictures anthology saga, with the first being Man of Medan, featuring one of the Ashmore brothers. It's either Iceman or Veronica Mars. Man of Medan was a haunted ghost ship, just like the film Speed 2. Dark Pictures Little Hope is a Salem witch hunt story where the town of Little Hope has some similarities to Silent Hill with its constant fog and some of these weary, eerie creatures. The prologue of Dark Pictures games not only teach you how to play the entry in the series, but will also teach you that each action has consequences. You'll learn how to inspect items, play the micro mini-games, introduce you to characters, and get a feel for how the game works. The character development and the plot in the prologue alone is pretty great, but unlike the prologue of Man of Medan, which just teaches you how to clench your cheeks as well as how to play. The introduction has you play as a troubled family to which, spoiler alert, they all die. The real introduction to Little Hope is more of a traditional horror movie. A school field trip goes wrong where the bus driver goes through the town of Little Hope and crashes in the middle of nowhere. One teacher and 4 students must find the bus driver, a working phone, and call for help, but end up getting stuck in the town of Little Hope. Now yes, I did say 4 students as one student is a 40-year-old mature student, but if you ask me, she looks like she's 60.
Behold, the ravages of age.
While the character development and gameplay is pretty damn solid, it's worth remembering that Little Hope is a story and a simple game like a Telltale game. So basically the entire game is walking around in a heap of micro games and investigating items. When you're roaming around the town of Little Hope like you would with any of the 5 characters, the gameplay is a little similar to the OG Resident Evil games with the camera angles and tank controls. It's always handy while playing Little Hope, even during cutscenes, to have both hands on the controller at all times, as you never know when something will pop out and you'll need to react to something. Now just like Man of Medan, Little Hope is full of random jump scares and minigames. Now by minigames I don't mean Mario Party, but quick time events, aiming and shooting scenarios, and even timing when you'll need to press a relevant button to the timing of your heartbeat. The Dark Pictures anthology games have what's called the Curator. Besides each title having a weird yet awesome rock intro, the Curator will assist between acts, providing feedback, a little taunt or two, and offering hints. Each time the Curator appears, you know you've made it through an act in the story and you can have a moment or two to breathe and relax, but you will still need to pay attention to what he's saying.
Do as the heavens have done. Forget your evil. With them, forgive yourself.
While entries in the Dark Pictures anthology are entertaining, don't get me wrong, they will at least get 1 or 2 jump scares from you. Little Hope can be finished in around 5 to 6 hours, just like Man of Medan. Now there is a bit of replayability here as you can try to kill or save certain characters, but once you know how the story unravels, the mystery is gone. Also worth noting that it takes about an hour to an hour and a half for things to get dangerous, if you will, once you're outside of the prologue and actually playing the game. Now as you can see graphically, Little Hope looks pretty damn great, as this is an Xbox One title, but I am playing it on a Series X, but I don't think there's any upgrades to it. But there are some effects here and there that look bad, like this fire effect. Also, as you've already seen, there is constant reoccurring jump scares in Little Hope, which at first legitimately scares you, and hopefully the jump scare I put in here scared you, but after a couple of hours, even Stevie Wonder can see them coming because they're the exact same jump scare of this little witch girl jumping out and grabbing you.
Look at me, look at me. We're getting through this, okay? Together.
Dark Pictures Little Hope is not only a great entry in the series, but it's a great departure from Speed 2, featuring Animorphs. While there's not a lot of time to spend in Little Hope and its characters, there is replay value here, and the character development is damn strong. There were characters that I hated when I first started playing, and when I had the opportunity to save them, I immediately took it. Though, I'd highly recommend for all the entries in this anthology to release and getting them in a pack, rather than getting them individually. It's like, would you rather buy every entry in the Nightmare on Elm Street series separately, or buy the complete collection? Dark Pictures anthology Little Hope is available now.